Hi, my name is Janice Engelhardt from Taipei, Taiwan, and I want to ask Mr. McKee for clarification on what he discussed yesterday, which was the emotional aesthetic.
There's two kinds of emotions in life, real ones and aesthetic ones. In life, something happens to you that fills you with joy. You accomplish some very difficult task. You meet somebody in a romantic way that fills you full of excitement. Something moves you positively, or something tragic happens to you and fills you with grief and fear and whatever. And when you have emotions in life, they are, in a sense, chaotic. You can't control them. That even when you get to a point where you say enough is enough, you can't stop them, because every time the joyful thought or the terrifying thought goes through your imagination, the chemistry in your body just reworks the whole thing all over again, and there you are shaking or carrying on, giggling. I mean, you can't control them, and so they are chaotic, and they're really not inside of your control. And in a way, you don't understand them. I mean, you get it that something terrible has happened to you. You get it that something wonderful has happened to you, but you don't necessarily know how or why, or why you're having these experiences. Why is this so particularly? Why, having met this person, am I so filled with excitement? I mean, what is it about this other person that is so stimulating and exciting to me? And so you're having, you're getting caught up in the thrills of romance, and you don't understand it. Or somebody dies, and you find yourself suffering tremendous tears and grief over somebody you hardly know. And so you often don't understand that. Or somebody you really love and really know dies, and you have no feelings. And you're just numb. And again, you think, I should be feeling something, but I'm not. And so what is this numb feeling? I mean, real life emotions are confusing, they're chaotic, and it's really hard to understand in the midst of it all why this is happening to you. That's life. In art, we have aesthetic emotion. Aesthetic emotion is when an artist takes you and brings you into empathy with the character, helps you, makes you understand what's at stake in this character's life, the positive and negative charges of value as they move from love to hate, from riches to poverty, from ignorance to knowledge, and back to ignorance again. And so you understand the how and why that these positive or negative experiences are happening to the character and to you when you're in empathy with the character. And so you're having a meaningful emotional experience. And the aesthetic emotions are beautiful emotions. They're not raw and chaotic the way they are in life. You feel them deeply, you feel them in a kind of a perfection of emotion, and you understand why you're having these feelings, because you understand what's at stake in the story. And so it becomes meaningful, and the emotions then are beautiful, and they're controlled, and the artist can build you up in that emotion and then bring you down. They can stop the flow of that emotion, move it into another direction for another feeling, and so it is controlled as well as meaningful. And so meaningful emotional experience that somehow is controlled by the work of art, that we call aesthetic emotion. And so aesthetic emotion is very beautiful and very meaningful. The emotions of life are what they are, painful or joyful or chaotic or whatever, and confusing, or their life, right? And they are the experience of life deeply. But idea and emotion in life come separately. In art, they come together.